Ecological Purification System. Chapter 5. Jica Hiroshima 2024. From Jica Training in Miyako-jima, Okinawa to Samoa. Mr. Mitsutoshi Tomari, Managing Director of Sodayama Plant, Miyako-jima, visited to Nakamoto, Shinshu University in July 8, 1997. I explained the mechanism of SSF as EPS. He stopped to injection of algicide into receiving well in 1997. As soon as the injection stopped, the taste of tap water became delicious. Biological communities started to work in SSF. Ecological purification system functionated in this SSF. They pumped up the underground water as water source. They could not flow out from the scum out. In the pond, algal bloom was so severe. The pre-chlorination was introduced to kill the algal activity. After the injection stopped in 1997, the algae grew well in filter ponds. The taste of tap water became delicious. However, new hard work raised to remove floating algae. At the end of the 6-week Jica training in Okinawa, September 1, 2010, Ms. Marista from the Solomon Islands gave a speech of thanks on behalf of the trainees.
It is also worth appreciating the ecological purification system, as taught by you, Dr. Nakamoto, a simple, natural and yet an effective water purification technology, we can all agree to as the most relevant technology for the islands. It is cheap to construct, operate and maintain, which makes it even more attractive. We are grateful to your pioneering research on this technology and for generously impart this to us, so that the people of the Pacific may in the very near future will have access to the high quality and delicious taste that this technology provides.
You can deepen your understanding through outdoor experience rather than classroom lectures. You can watch the YouTube video, How Training in Okinawa. There is SSF in Samoa Island. During heavy flooding or rainy days, very high turbidity blocks sand filters. This problem was happened by the misunderstand of the real mechanism. Slow sand filter system is not simple mechanical filter. This is a real ecological purification system. You can watch this phenomena in YouTube video. Samoan people used non-treated water, non-purified water, before construction of Alawa Purification Plant, 1984. Joseph River Company, Germany, constructed 5 slow sand filters only during 1984 to 87. Dorsch Consult, Germany, constructed settling tanks and upflow roughing filters in order to reduce the extraordinary load of surface runoff by storm event in 2000. In the manual by German consultant, there is flow diagram. The filter rate of SSF is 3 meter per day. This is too slow in tropical region. This consultant believe that SSF is mechanical filter. The design of settling tank is very good. But Samoan operation was not good. They don't understand the settling function. Too much inflow to settling tank. Muddy matter did not sing in short residence time. We advised reduce the inflow. And the depth of SSF was so deep. We recommend that put sand and make shallow depth. Shallow depth promote active photosynthesis and much oxygen bubble formation. Shallow water depth is the key for ecological purification system of slow sand filter pond. Hardly growth of algae on the deep bottom. Thick mud layer was seen on the bottom at Alawa plant. Roll of algal mat in slow sand filter, shallow depth is the key. Beach sand near a river mouth was washed to make a shallow depth of slow sand filter pond. I knew there was only sand layer on bottom porous brick in slow sand filter pond in UK. Only the sand was put on the gravel layer using a cloth to separate them. Then, we could see overflow from the balance tank for filtrate water. Staffs of Samoa Water Authority presented their activity at the 5th conference at Nagoya, Japan in 2014. They made shallow water depth of 0.5 to 1 meter from deep depth. They conclude, shallower water depth improves SSF performance. Increased uplift of algae. Increased sediment removal. Self-cleaning process reducing scraping frequency. Reduction in SSF scaping and reallocation of manpower. You can see the detail of 5 SSABC, the 5th International Slow Sand and Alternative Biological Filtration Conference in June 2014 in Nagoya, Japan. At this conference, Ecological purification system was focused. Nigel Graham, Professor of Imperial College, UK, Mike Robin Collins, Professor of University of New Hampshire, USA, and I, Professor Emeritus of Shinshu University managed this conference. Biological activity is related with radiation and temperature. High flow rate experiment for the performance of slow sand filter was done in Samoa, tropical region, from December 2012 to February 2013. Different flow rate of sand filters of 5 meter per day, 10 meter per day, 20 meter per day were examined. We got all good quality of filtrates. Points: shallow depth, enough radiation on the bottom, rapid growth, large size of sand. Large area of gravel surface in URF is important to adhere suspended matter. I advised put full gravel with small crushed stones in URF. I advise for a better plant system to Samoa for the improvements to the purification function. Reduce inflow makes easy to settling. Thicker gravel media expand active area for small organisms. Make shallow depth means activate algae. We trust biological activity in ecological purification system. This is wise application of natural phenomena. This lecture continues to Chapter 6.